In this episode, we are going to learn the 15th strategy. The name of the strategy is luring the tiger out of his den. Welcome to subscribe to the 36 Stratagems channel. Comment or send us in a mail, and you will get an ebook about 36 stratagems on sale. Never directly attack an opponent whose advantage is derived from its position. Instead, lure him away from his position, thus separating him from his source of strength. The tiger, being the king of the mountain, must first be lured out of its territory in order to capture it easily. This metaphor implies that, by employing strategical methods, one can entice the enemy to relinquish their advantageous position and exploit an opportunity to attack. When the tiger strays from its mountainous domain, it loses its prestige. Similarly, a formidable adversary who vacates their stronghold and forfeits their advantage will engage in a decisive battle without any favorable conditions. By exploiting unfavorable weather conditions and enticing the enemy with artificial illusions, we can create a disturbance and divert their attention. When the enemy occupies a fortified or challenging position, we can discontinue the attack and wait for a more opportune moment. In military terms, if the enemy is strong and entrenched, and if natural barriers impede progress, it is futile to launch a direct assault. Therefore, the optimal stratagem is to lure the powerful enemy away from their stronghold and then annihilate them. Throughout history, various factions and power groups have continuously established sites or spheres of influence as arenas for competition and conflict. Luring the tiger out of the mountain has always been a commonly used method for one faction to eliminate or weaken another. Through this approach, the most critical, important, or dangerous opponent is led out of their territory, depriving them of the protective barriers of resistance in both ancient and modern warfare, both in China and abroad. Numerous examples exist of employing this stratagem to mobilize the enemy to abandon their favorable terrain and subsequently defeat them. Moreover, this stratagem finds extensive application in modern politics, diplomacy, economics, and other fields, often yielding unforeseen results. One notable historical instance of diverting the tiger from the mountain is the Russian military action in Crimea during the Ukrainian crisis in 2014. Given the complexities of geopolitics and the involvement of multiple global powers such as Russia, Ukraine, Europe, and the United States, Russia employed a stratagem that appeared as diverting the tiger from the mountain to external observers. Initially, Russia deployed military forces in Crimea and subsequently announced its annexation into Russian territory. This caught Europe, America, and other nations off guard, as they had originally intended to contain Russia's influence in Ukraine through economic sanctions. However, the sudden Crimea issue disrupted their plans and forced them to readjust their strategies. This story exemplifies the essence of the stratagem of diverting the tiger from the mountain when faced with formidable opponents or difficulties. Skillfully luring the adversary away from their favorable terrain or original defensive line enables smooth action and the acquisition of an advantage in modern business activities. When competing for a market with an opponent and negotiation fails, one can consider attacking the opponent's alternative market. This diversionary tactic forces the opponent to split their attention between the two fronts, making it difficult to allocate sufficient resources to both. Consequently, the opponent may be compelled to make concessions, ultimately leading to one's own success. In the next episode, we will start the 16th strategy. If you want to listen, please subscribe to this channel, and you won't get lost.